mode of financing in as we have discussed earlier, they are the three mode of the financing and can be more. So we discuss in detail the three mode of financing based on the musharaka. Number one is the project financing, and second is the single transaction, in which we discussed import and export financing, and now we will discuss the working capital financing. In the working capital financing, bank can finance the amount to the customer, and then the customer, all the assets of the business of the customer will be the contribution from the side of the customer and another financing from the side of the bank, and both contribution will be based on the musharaka. So at the this musharaka will remain till the specified date, for example 6 months, 1 year, and after specified date all the assets of the business will reevaluate, and through the constructive liquidation their value of the business will be calculated. On this basis profit will be distributed between the two parties. So this is all about the working capital financing, but there are some uh, issues in the musharaka financing. For number one issue is loss risk of the loss. People avoid musharaka because they see that there is a huge loss, risk of loss associated with the musharaka contract, so they avoid to do the musharaka with the bank. But there are some facts relating to the musharaka which we should know. As in musharaka the bank invests the capital of the many partners in different businesses by using the diversification method. In this diversification method the risk of loss is so much mitigated, and moreover we customer also invest in the shares and in capital market, and capital market also linked with the risk. So the risk in musharaka as compared to capital market is much low, as we use the diversification technique and different partners capital is invested in different businesses, and if one business for example show loss, then the profit from the another business can compensate that loss. So this is this is discussion about the risk of the loss. Second issue is the dishonest client, because when bank do the musharaka with the client on the basis of the musharaka, then customer hide the account books and they show that they have bear the loss. So in case of the loss no profit will be distributed between the two parties, so in this case bank will bear the loss. Bear the loss. So this is not beneficial for the banks, because client hide the accounts and show the and show the uh, wrong account books in which loss is shown. So to cope up this issue, it is suggested that there should be the auditing system in which client's account book will be maintained and controlled, so that client cannot hide the profit. So if in the case client is found dishonest or hide any uh, profit, then the government should take step, as they can stop the banking facility to the customer for a specified period. In this way the risk of dishonest client can be minimized. And number three issue is relating to the unwillingness to share the profit. Unwillingness of the customer to share the profit. In in these steps, the customer thinks that the bank has no right to share in the actual profit, which may be substantial because the bank has nothing to do with the management or running of the business. And why then they should share the fruits of their labor with the bank, who merely provides funds. The client also argued that conventional banks are satisfied with the small rate of interest, and so should the Islamic bank. And the second issue is, or you can say, second argument of the customer, that uh, clients are afraid to reveal their true profit to the bank, lest the information is also passed on the tax authorities and client tax liability will increase. So for this true argument of the client, it is suggested that the interest is prohibited in Islamic law, so they should prefer the Islamic law. And second issue relating to the fear of increasing the tax liability, in which government should charge suitable, or you can say reasonable taxes from the customer, so that they can pay and they will not fear from the tax authorities. So these are all relating to the musharaka relevant issues. And lastly, in this chapter of musharaka is discussed the diminishing musharaka. In the diminishing musharaka, bank and customer participate. For example, we can in any asset, for example, homes. So in which, for example, a customer pay 20% amount and bank pays 80% amount. So both do the partnership in the home purchasing. After purchasing the home, this is a sale contract. After contributing in the purchasing the contract, the customer the bank can make the units of their shares of the 80%, and this unit will be give on rent to the customer. And with the rent, with and while charging the rent, the bank can sell the each unit after some period. So this diminishing musharaka consists on three contracts. Number one, sale purchase, and second is the leasing leisure contract, and third is the selling and purchasing. Number one is the musharaka contract, because both are doing the musharaka, both are sharing their parts of the capital in purchasing the home. So number one contract is the musharaka contract, number two is the leisure and lazy, and number three is the selling and purchasing, because banks sell their units of the 80% amount to the customer. And this and this series remain continue until customer purchase all the units of 80% amount of the bank. And lastly, customer become the sole owner of the house. So this is all about the diminishing musharaka. This is the end of the chapter of the musharaka. Next we will learn about the mudarba contract. Thank you. True.